Hello, Kirby. I'm here with my good friend from the Marine Corps, Michael Potter, named after the famous Archangel Michael. And he's the one about that has the story. Okay, take it away, sir.
So, here we're here to talk about Yoda. He's a small dog, and he's very friendly. Okay, that's not what we're talking about. All right, buddy. Thanks for the looks.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. I don't know why I'm explaining this. He kind of put me on the spot. I can send you the video.
Yes.
Yes.
We're also going to send the video.
I'll send you the video. So none of this is my information. There's two channels, both run by the same guy. 9 years ago, he had a dream where God told him to start a ministry based around videos that covered Spy at the Hatch?
No. I was just blocking the wind from the mic, so the audio is better.
The guy's name is, I can't remember. I'll send G the video and he can send them to you. But God told him in a dream 9 years ago to start a ministry based around having interviews with people who either have dreams or visions or encounters with either God, the devil, demons, angels, end time prophecy, stuff like that. And I kind of really like end time prophecy because it's relevant to the time we live in. Whether you believe the end is here or not is irrelevant. Like, we know that X amount of time has to pass for man to go from the horse to the buggy, from the buggy to the automobile, from the automobile to the airplane, to the internet, to breaking the sound barrier, and now AI. And as technology progresses, it's exponential. So, like, in the beginning, something, Grable told me you're really smart, so, like, this is nothing you don't understand. It starts low, and then it kind of, like, goes up very quickly. Like, the growth is quick. So, like, based on this alone, like, we know, like, that where things are going will reach, like, kind of a Rubicon or, like, a point of no return. An event horizon where technology is going to outpace us or outpace itself. So, like, if you believe the Bible, I don't know if you do or not.
He does.
Oh,
He's a big Christian.
Oh, okay, awesome. So, I don't know if you've looked into the Torah code, but there's people who are, like, on the fence whether they believe or don't, and that's, like, scientifically, mathematically not up for debate. So we know that, like, you look at the numerology in the Bible, and then the single cell, and all these things. So they all point to implications of design. And so I only say all that to say that we know that the Bible itself is a true frame of reference for actual known truth. Like, we can trust it to be inspired by God. So you know that, and you're with me. But again, the point of that statement is to say that, like, books like Ezekiel, Daniel, the book of Revelation, other books that are prophetic that talk about things that we know are coming, the Antichrist, the 7-year treaty that's going to happen between the Israelis and the Palestinian, the third temple being built. We've had recently, and I'll try and send a bunch of links to you about this, and I'm trying to really boil it. He put me on the spot. I wasn't prepared for
You're
this.
doing great. Keep
So
it
I
up.
have no notes, and, like,
We get it. You're doing great, bud.
I'm trying to make this concise, but there's a lot to it, and I'm trying to keep us on course. But so with what we're seeing in the Middle East, the Abraham Accords. I don't know if you know about Ron Wyatt, his discovery of the Ark of the Covenant, the test of the blood with, only half the chromosomes on it, the Shroud of Turin with similar things. And so, yeah, like, end times prophecy is really interesting to me. And a lot of people, what I'm getting into, the Bible talks about, no man will know the day or hour, which is true, only the Father alone. But not knowing the day or hour, people think, like, no one can know, but, like, in Matthew 24, Jesus talks about the seasons, the things that will happen, wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes, floods, all these different things. And those things have taken place also throughout history. But there's there's a lot. Okay, so let's bring it back to the YouTube channel guy. So this guy, he has two channels. One's called God's Voice Daily and God's Voice Today. And I think one is kind of like shorter snippets for people who just kind of want to get some information, but they don't want to watch a 2-hour video. And then he has the other one is like the full interviews. And there's been a lot of people that don't strike me as liars. Now, again, this is not canon. These guys could be looking for their minute of fame. But I would encourage you to watch them. And you have people talking about that the rapture is coming soon. Some had direct encounters with Jesus where Jesus had told them, one guy it was like an hourglass, and Jesus had showed him. Now, we don't know how much is measured against all time, and it's hard to understand it, but he said there were four grains of sand left in the hourglass. So, and then there was another guy who was visited by Jesus allegedly when he was 16 years old and told that in his lifetime he would see Christ return. And then he was also told later in another vision, or he had met Jesus, was caught up to heaven. Paul talks about, I don't know if I was in the flesh or the spirit, I do not know, but and he said, you will see me, my return before you turn 67. And the guy in the interview, I forget, his name escapes me. He's Vladimir Prodninsky. It's a difficult name, it's Russian. But Vladimir, he had asked the guy, he said, he said, while you are 66 years old, before you turn 67, you will see me return. And so he asked him, he's like, how old are you? He's like, I'm 66 now. And he's like, well, when is your birthday? And his birthday is, just giving you I'm trying to shorten this as much as I can. His birthday is next year, May 20th. And then there's another guy from Australia who was given a vision, and he was shown what would happen, and there were just so many dead people. And it was in the U.S. Just there were so many dead. And then there was another guy from Nigeria who was told that it would be the September 23rd or 24th of this year. And people are like, oh, no man can know the day or hour. But if someone is, and again, take this with a grain of salt, and I'm not saying he's right or wrong, I'm saying we should always act in accordance every day like the end is here. We should live as best we can. Yes, all our works are as filthy rags. Yes, you cannot earn your way into salvation. Jesus is not looking you to do like X, Y, Z. We know that, but still, again, faith. James says faith without works is dead. So, like, we should be producing fruit that yields results, and we should want to do that. So yeah, I say all that to say that giving two dates doesn't give a date, doesn't give a day. So it could be either. So no man could know the day or the hour. You still wouldn't know if it's the 23rd or 24th, and that would still not be counter to what the Bible teaches. But there is a lot of interesting things going on in the world with AI, and I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole because it's not really key to what he wanted me to go over. But I'll do my best to find those videos lickety split, and I will send them to G, and he can send them to you on the prophecy stuff. I don't really know what else to.
Thank you, Potter. I'm sure Kirby will appreciate that and the
pleasure.
videos.